Yes, ma'am.
Hi, good evening. I'm Catherine Harper, 279 Marlborough Street, Keene. Speaking about the Pumpkin Festival, I didn't realize $80,000 was going towards it. Personally, I liked it a lot better when it was a lot smaller. I sort of live in the epicenter of the whole thing, living on Marlborough Street, and I feel like our part of town is disproportionately affected by the Pumpkin Festival. We experience the negative effects. I can hardly get out of my driveway, and we do have trash on our lawns, lots of noise. And I guess I question, what kind of marketing are we trying to do, really? Are we trying to attract new business to Keene by holding the Pumpkin Festival? I don't know. I just question whether it's worth all that money. I think it's too much, really. And I've left town the last couple of years because I don't want to be affected by it. It's just not a good thing for us. So, thank you.
Thank you, Kathy. Yes, sir.
Hi, I'm Walt Sayer, 290 Main Street, Keene. And first of all, I'd just like to say that I think the Pumpkin Festival is a wonderful event. The Pumpkin Festival. But I have two concerns about it. Number one, the way it's funded. I do not believe the city should pay even $1 to fund it. I think that there should be an admission charge. I think there should be an admission charge for people coming in, small, and I think that could fund it so that the city would not be burdened by it. Also, the businesses that are affected by that should also pay possibly a small fee. But I think if you charge an admission fee, that it would take all of the problems of funding it would take care of itself. That's my first concern. My second concern is what happens after the Pumpkin Festival. As that lady that I didn't catch her name, but before me, I'm at ground zero basically. And last year the problem was made worse by the fact that Keene State officials said that there could only be one visiting person per dorm room on Keene State property. So what happened last year was the street next to me, Elliott Street, which is just about all college houses, there were endless cars, and there were maybe 50 kids in each unit. The police cannot keep up with this. And I was wondering if the council could work with Keene State College in the upcoming years in coming up with a plan. It's not just the Keene State kids, it's become all of the colleges from the area and their friends come to Keene. Because if it was just Keene State, there would not be any kind of problem, I don't think. I mean, there'd be small problem. And I understand last year it was fairly successful having some of the Keene State kids clean up after the pumpkins. That was good. And that's a good step in the right direction. But it's all the other college kids coming into Keene to visit their friends. That's the problem. And, you know, all hours of the night, the police for the last 2 years say they cannot keep up with it. It's like a quote, you can take this for what it is, it was like a war zone. So I would really like the council to really work with Keene State College and say, what are we going to do about this? Are we going to let other college kids come into our town, take it over from like 11 p.m. to 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning? I mean, I think we really have to do that. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who wishes to address either the outside agencies or the community events? Councilor Manware?
I just have a question. I see that there are some members from the Conservation Commission here, and they have a request. Does that come under this area, or do you want it under the planning department?
Actually, it falls under this budget. The Regional Planning Commission, the Zoning Board, the Planning Board, the Conservation Commission, the Heritage Commission, the City Committee, the Historic District Commission, the City's Climate Protection, Arts Alive, Veterans Council, and the Chamber of Commerce all fall into this exception. So if anybody wishes to address any of those items, they certainly, this is an opportunity.
My name is Peter Wright. I live at 42 Portland Street, and I've been a resident of Keene all my life, and was a former chairman of the Conservation Care Commission about 40 years ago.